Are you ever gonna fix that leaky pipe there? Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Streamline, and welcome back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, my last couple of parts, I managed to get all the star pieces, and I decided to look at the concept art after getting them all. So no, the only thing that I really haven't done that I want to do before going into the Palace of Shadow is talk with Mario's brother Luigi here about his story and, well, his adventure that he's been on. Basically just hearing him out and then looking through all the books I got from the shop. It'll be a lot of reading, so let's get it done. Let's see, adventures. Oh, of course, me? I'm done questing for now. Yep, I scaled Hate Song Tower the other day and rescued the fair Princess Eclair, as I read before. That's one adventure I'm never gonna forget. Nope, it was just too exciting. It was just astonishing, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Yeah, start from the beginning. Waffle Kingdom letter. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. My big brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack at home when another letter arrived. We don't get much mail. Well, we don't get so much mail, so I was thinking, this is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Crepe. I am a cabinet minister in the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Our land has been attacked by the Chestnut King, who took our Princess Eclair. I asked, nay, beg for your assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. I humbly request you prompt response, sirs. Sincerely, Crepe. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think it went something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teensy bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh no. At first I wrote a note to myself about what I was cooking, then I left. Once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met Minister Crepe, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished. Apparently, though, some oracles said a marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse, and those parts have been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was said to point to the next. And since one of the parts was embedded in the tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? The minister gave me the compass space spoken of in Waffler fables. When it activated, the entire thing lit right up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me toward Rumble Bump Volcano on the Pudding Continent. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of Rogueport for Rumble Bump Volcano. It's probably gonna be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue that princess. Wanna hear about something else? Alright, so how about Rumble Bump Volcano? Yeah, long story. As soon as my ship docked on the Pudding Continent, I set out for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through dense jungle. Scary beasts were all over. More than once I thought I was done for, bro. I may have screamed a bit to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it, a blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Now, Bluey's a madman. Back in his hometown, they call him White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me fight to Rumble Bump Volcano. This place was about bubbling lava pool. Well, was all about bubbling lava pools and heat that make the sun sweet. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. The scariest one of all was this gigantic 100-foot tall statue that stomped around. Now, the weakness of this giant statue was a red gem on its forehead. Now I can jump high, but not high enough to reach the thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit that weak spot. "All you, man," I said. I waited for a pause in the statue's movements and hucked Bluey up there. And bullseye! The White Torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that was done, it was an easy stroll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed west to the Pumpley village on the Strudel continent. So I set sails once again and came back here to Rogueport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading back out soon, which you kind of already did. Okay, Plump Belly Village. Yep, long story. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plump Belly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a gigantic snake named Hiza, and said the beast demanded he offer up his own daughter as a sacrifice too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself up to go in her stead. Brave, huh? Now the custom was for sacrifices to be dressed up as brides, so I got all dolled up. That sounds wrong. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fooled our foes and got in Hiza's lair. Bit odd. It was kinda rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chiffon really chaffles, bro. Or chafes. I don't know. I finally found Hiza, and the snake had a second head on its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, I managed to distract both heads. I reared up, fangs barred to attack, and at that moment, I definitely lunged left. So his gaping mouths smashed into one another, and he vanished into a cloud of smoke. A shining plate fell down on the spot where Hiza's body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it, and it pointed east to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leave town, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sorta cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I still have the princess save Princess Eclair from the Chestnut King. And when the marvelous compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it's Princess Eclair, I think. I kinda zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Rogueport, and here I am. Yeah, 4 more parts of the story. Well, like I said, here it goes. It's a long story. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes, right there on the trophy they give to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, I was wrong. Yeah, Mario Kart reference right there. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green number 1. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stopped the accelerator, and something bad happened. It was in reverse. The big green number 1 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me, hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Jazzafraz Town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. Want to hear about something else? Only 3 more parts. Jazzafraz Town. Right. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcome by the glitz and the glamour. It was a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While looking for the compass piece, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Yeah, the other 2 parts I did is where he met the cherry bomb and the Buzzy with that wrench on his back. So, kind of makes sense now. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't, since we were looking for the compass part, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama plaque might in fact be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness. The script was great, but I got really hosed, bro. My part was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro, grass! I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? It was awful! In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and we won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party just made me feel worse, so I snuck out the back door. Oh wow, outside were tons of fans. My fans of grass, they swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass? I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the marvelous compass, which pointed north. It pointed to the rapturous ruins in Grimble Forest. Then the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. I came back here to Rogueport, and here I am on another leg of my adventure, completed. Alright, and this is where we got that little white creature in the rapturous ruins. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. After journeying deep into the Grimble Forest, I found the domed rapturous ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You could tell where the floor became walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, his 5th partner. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry, and that he'd wake for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for the compass piece. But that didn't happen, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose, and I let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it, 'cause he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden, I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of the ancient race, the Luffs. He had been there guarding the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. Yeah, I can picture that's back at the time when that large castle was destroyed. He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used the power of the compass to rule much of the world. Because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass, and their entire empire collapse. To prevent a repeat of their fate, Cranberry broke the compass into 7 parts. He hid 6 and kept 1, putting himself to sleep until a worthy hero woke him. I was that hero, bro. He gave it to me, and then he and the ruins vanished. When I added that piece to the compass, it pointed to the far north where the dreaded Hate Song Tower stands. This time, I heard Princess Eclair's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess. I'll be super, and then I'll... Well, I'll figure out the rest later. Anyway, I headed back here to Rogueport after that. I'm making my final preparations for my final battle blow now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to anyway. Want to hear about something else? The last bit of the story, then the books. The Hate Song Tower. Yep. That's part of the story there. Hate Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly, open to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged his fangs, jumped onto his chest, and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Hope powered me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for the moment the tension stung me. Schwack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. Huh, didn't expect that. With that sound as my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next. A nightmare thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair. It was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch, and that's about it. Pretty long story, yeah. Huh? You think there's more to the story than that? Not at all, that's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair, the end. But my adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. Want to hear about something else? Nope, that's it. If you want to hear what I've been working on, want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. Yep, pretty long story there. Let me check the badge shop real quick, make sure there's nothing here. Yep, we're good. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta deal with something. Yep, something I almost forgot to do was the fact that, now that I have all the star pieces, I should be able to get everything from Dazzle here. So, how about, the most expensive one first? Yes, please. And I'll buy that. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to equip some of these badges, but it's good to try to complete my badge collection as best I can. Okay, I got 30 left, and how much does this equal? 12, 17, 21, 25, yep, even 30. Let's buy the rest, and then I still gotta read Luigi's novels. And after that, that'll be the end of this part. Be sure to have myself ready right outside the Palace of Shadow. And that's the last one. Good job. Yes, thank you, Guy. Thanks to you, Guy. My Star Piece collection is even bigger now. Yes! Maybe we could trade again sometime, yeah? You have nothing left to trade. Silly girl. Okay. So, now let's take a look at the Super Luigi novels. Yeah, and there are various pages, so... Have you ever experienced a time when no matter how hard you tried, you failed and the time you spent felt wasted? If you ever feel such pangs of regret, try to remember this tale, the story of a young man's quest to save a sweet princess. Super Luigi Volume 1, the quest begins. The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know the letter he was about to receive would forever change his destiny. So Luigi, danger besets us on all sides, and we beg your help. The foul Chestnut King has stolen our beloved princess. The letter was from Minister Crepe of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save them. Charged with this dire task, Luigi wasted no time curtailing the heroic meal he was making. Then he packed for his deadly journey, knowing that his older, though less talented brother was out on a no doubt inconsequential errand, which is not accurate at all. Luigi took a moment to leave a note. Mix a keel mango with peachy peach to whip up a fruit parfait. These cryptic words were all Luigi wrote before leaving. Upon reaching the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi was greeted by pure misery, an endless flow of tears over the kidnapping of Princess Eclair. Arriving at the castle, Luigi was greeted by Minister Crepe, who carefully handed him a compass base with only one intact section. Our land once again had a special treasure, the marvelous compass. Find its 7 parts and find Eclair, so it began. To be continued. Number 2. Super Luigi Volume 2, Allies in Adventure. It's a little warm, Luigi muttered, the sweat dripping from his brow as he followed the compass up Rumble Bump Volcano's side. Must find the secret grotto. While Luigi had guts to spare, he did need a guide, and he found one in Bluey, a blooper he met in town. Brave Louie joined Luigi and instantly proved to be invaluable with his aid. Luigi bested a savage statue that protected the treasure. That treasure was none other than a piece of the marvelous compass, a piece that pointed west to Plump Valley Village. The second Luigi saw Plump Valley Village, he knew something was amiss. All was woe, and Luigi soon learned the reason why from the mayor. The town was at the mercy of a sinister serpent who demanded sacrificial lasses, burning with indignation. Luigi formed a team of liberators. A fierce Babam warrior named Jerry joined his crew, and chose, not surprisingly, to stick with Luigi for the duration of his quest for Eclair. Fortified by his allies, Luigi strode on into the lair of the beast, a foul 2-headed snake. No time to think, Luigi sprang forth. Twin heads snapped at his heels, fangs dripping venom. Then, as one mouth gaped wide to swallow Luigi, the other crept behind. Our hero sensed the treachery and fainted before leaping. The heads collided, and the beast ate itself. A prize? A compass piece. The villagers begged their savior to stay with them, but a grim-faced Luigi pressed bravely onward. To be continued. Yeah, here's the thing, though. Mario's task involves the fate of the world. This is mostly just for the sake of an heir to the throne of the Waffle Kingdom. Any case. Super Luigi Volume 3, The Voice of a Princess. Dauntless Luigi's next test came in the form of a kart race on Circuit Break Island. where he won both the contest and a compass piece. The race was fraught with danger, but Luigi pressed through adversity to win. All viewers were awed by Luigi's revolutionary racing style. You know, these books are not completely accurate. The mechanic who built Luigi's racing machine, a buzzy beetle named Torque, was so stunned by Luigi's race techniques that he joined him. Reinvigorated, Luigi set sail for Jazzafraz Town, where he made his stage debut. Hazy, a noted Daisy producer, gave Luigi a key role, playing the part of an Earth spirit to pure perfection. Luigi stole the show. Hazy's faith in Luigi's natural acting talents was rewarded. He was grassed, dang it. The performance won a prize, which yielded another compass piece. Hazy turned from teacher to pupil, joining Luigi on his quest. It was at this time that Luigi's heart, usually draped in the cool comfort of a hero's resolve, began to warm with thoughts of Princess Eclair. This came to be because every time the magic compass pointed to a new place, her gentle words rang in his ears, touching him to his very soul. The voice spoke of eternity, of stars in the heavens. It wept for those blind to love. It gave comfort in the face of fear and loneliness. Though he had never seen our hero was tormented by visions of this fair-hearted maiden. All he could do was press onward. The compass pointed towards Rapturous Ruins. Only 2 parts of the compass awaited, and Eclair had 1. To be continued. And here comes Super Luigi 4. Super Luigi Volume 4, The Shards of Truth. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond Grimble Forest. Within them, the time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you for the last 1,000 years. The boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of an ancient land. He said that the marvelous compass had been created by the ancient Luff people, who used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luff Empire was then cursed by the compass, and fell to ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role has to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece, and said, "Fear the curse, but find your Eclair." Luigi accepted the part. The boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped, both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, to Hatesong Tower, and then her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. To be continued. So yeah, there's still one more book, but I gotta beat the game in order to obtain it. But hey, at least I was able to read all of Luigi's novel and hear his story and whatnot. You know, honestly, I was really hoping that if they ever made a remake of Thousand Year Door, they would make like a trimmed-down side story where you get to play Luigi's adventure and whatnot, but they still have not done that. But hey, this is an updated version of the game, so maybe they'll consider making that story DLC or something in the future, but who knows. Well, in any case, that finally brings an end to this part, so yep. Next up is when I finally go inside the Palace of Shadow, try to make my way through that whole place. I mean, it's still going to be segmented into individual parts, and try to finally start getting on the road of rescuing Princess Peach. It's going to be a long trial that I have to go through, but it is doable. So yep, I'll be fighting the final boss pretty darn soon. So in any case, thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless, and until next time when I enter the Palace of Shadow, this is Ace Streamline signing off.